It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Raiders and the reigning Super Bowl champs. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here. They've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
On first down, Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. So here are the Dolphins now with excellent field position to start things out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On second down, there's the option going left. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. That's it. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. but there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
And Kamal Martin there on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read,
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Malik McDowell able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And
they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
It's almost closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finding Gaskin underneath. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Here's Gaskin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr shoves him away. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. After one, it's 9-0. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Shrugs him off. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup. Off the option, here's Gaskin. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Off the option, here's Gaskin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Off the option, here's Gaskin. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground. And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either. And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Swinging this out for Pollard. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll bring up a second down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
Come on now, let's go.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now Carr again. That's caught left side by Hardman. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 3. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
Back to throw again. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Dolphins.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Sims. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Laviska Shenault leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Gaskin again on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Gaskin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they've got to be thrilled with the situation they've inherited here. Thank you, defense.
Thank you indeed. They set them up the short field ahead of them, and now they've got a good chance to strike quickly and take the lead.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Second down, Jacobs once more. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that'll back him up 5.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Carr now to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Raiders. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Robinson's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Gaskin underneath. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball. 3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Here's Carr. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long way from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 64 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He's got it. Touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Gaskin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as good running gets him to about the 44. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Dolphins now down on the scoreboard. 1:47 on the clock. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. He's got it complete to Waddle. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into the stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Carr. Finding Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. One final try now for Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Miami, they moved to 9-7 on the year with 1 game remaining.